I'm going to talk about outgoing patterns. So there's some weather warnings. So the weather warnings are frost warnings. So the weather warning is for Hamilton, Mississauga, Brampton, Richmond Hill, Newmarket, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Coburg, Belleville, Niagara, Niagara Falls City. Those cities are going to get some yellow advisory with some frost advisory. It starts on Monday, May 11, 8:37 a.m. to Tuesday, May 12, 12:37 p.m. It's going to be patchy frosty expected overnight into early Tuesday morning. So let's look at weather warnings. So let's look at pressure patterns. So starting from, oh, don't need to refresh, so don't need to refresh again. So 1012, 1016 millibars of pressure, 1018 millibars of pressure is available. Let's go to next tower, which is May 13. There is something 1012, 1008, 1004 millibars, 1005 millibars of pressure. Let's go to next tower, which is 8 p.m. May the 14th. There is something 1012. Millibars of pressure. Let's go to next tower, which is 8 p.m. May the 15th. There is something. 1012, 1008 millibars, 1010 millibars of pressure. Let's go to next tower, which is 8 p.m. on May 16th. So 1008, 1012, 1010 millibars of pressure, 1009 is in Scarborough. So let's go to precipitation pattern, which is 2 p.m. There's nothing else. 5 p.m. There is nothing else. 8 p.m. There is something. So like I said, obey white temporal odds in Hanover is going to get some 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Collingwood, Bombay, Stanley, Salaby, Milan, Adelaide, Georgia, Baptist, Hamilton, Oakville, Mississauga, Brampton, Ointo, Toronto, Richmond, Newmarket, Port Scarborough, Stouffels, going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 11 p.m. There is something. Like said, will be Collingwood, Bombay, Stanley, Salaby, Milan, Adelaide, Georgia, Baptist, it's going to get some 2.5 millimeters of rainfall per hour in Hanover. Whiteton's going to get some 6.25 millimeters of rainfall. They're going to lay on for City, Hamilton, Oakville, Mississauga, Brampton, Ointo, Toronto, Richmond Hill, Newmarket, Scarborough, Stouffville, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Coburg, Peterborough is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 8 a.m. There is something. So now I'm gonna lay out for City Hamilton, parts of Oakville, Mississauga, Brampton, Ointo, Toronto, Richmond Hill, Newmarket, Scarborough, Stouffville, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Coburg, Peterborough, Belleville, Fabulous, Georgia, Olala, Bombay, Salaby, Milan is going to get some 6.24 millimeters of rainfall. So that means 2.5 millimeters, including Betty. So Oku heavy light is coming 6.75 heavy swapper 5 line said obey Collingwood is gonna get some 0.24 millimeters, 2.4 millimeters of rainfall. While Tampa and Hanover is gonna get some 0.24 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to next tower, which is 11 a.m. Solomon, Milan, Olala, Scarborough, Stouffville, Toronto, Richmond Hill, Mississauga, Brampton, Oakville, Hamilton, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Portsmouth. It's going to get some 0.2.4 millimeters. Oshawa light is 2.4, if it's 0. No, it's going to be 4. No, it's going to be 2. No, 6.25. So Coburg, Peterborough is going to get some 6.25 but it's 12.5 millimeters. Niagara Lake, the light is 2.5, heavy is going to be 6.25. Niagara Falls City, 6.25 millimeters. Line said, Obey, Wire, Temple, Elton, Hanover, Collingwood, Dunn Beach, Palm Beach, Perry, Georgia, Beverly is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall, including the market orange holes. So let's go to the next hour, which is 2 p.m. There is something. White Poyos in Hanover, Bobby, Stanley, Salaby, Milan, Olala, Betty, Georgia, Beverly Hills, Oku, Hamilton, Niagara, Niagara City is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Heaviest is 2.5 millimeters, light 0.25, that's for Niagara City. Mississauga, Brampton, Orangeville, Toronto, Richmond, Newmarket, Scarborough, Stouffer, Laswa, Uxbridge, Colbert, Peterborough is going to get some. Belvoir is going to get some 0.2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to next hour, which is 5 p.m. There is something. So, Port Elgin, Hanover, Collingwood, Palm Beach, Stanton Beach, Salabay, Milan, Betty, Georgia, Beverly Hills, Sissaga, Brampton, Waynesville, Toronto, Richmond, Newmarket, Scarborough, Stouffville, Hamilton, Oakland, Niagara City, Coburg, Belleville. It's going to get some 0.24 millimeters of rainfall as well. It's going to get some 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to next hour. Or the last 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to the next Peterborough. It's going to be 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to the next hour, which is 8 p.m. There is something. Line said Obi, O'Barr, Temple, Alton, Hanover, Collingwood, Georgia, Beverly, Zalala, Niagara Lake, Parsonac, Fall City, Belleville, Oshawa, Uxbridge going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Peterborough is going to get some 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. That's way later. So this mostly is going to be 0.25 millimeters of rainfall in Peterborough. So let's go to next hour, which is 7 p.m. There is something. Whitetown, Palm Beach, Santa Beach, Salabay, Milan. Honor hopes is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall, including Peterborough. So line said, Obey Port Elgin is going to get some 0.2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to next hour, which is 8 a.m. There is something. So Bombay, Stanley, Salaby, Milan, Olala, Betty, Georgia, Bavlasos, Sissaga, Brampton, Oku, Hamilton, Argon Lake, Sony Market, Orangeville, Sony Market, Orangeville, Stouffer, possibly. So Uxbridge, too far. So it's going to get some 0.24 millimeters of rainfall. So we're not doing parts of Niagara City because it's too low. So let's go to next hour, which is 11 a.m. There is something. Nagalale, City, Hamilton, Oco, Sisaka, Brampton, Toronto, Richmond, Newmarket, Scarborough, Stouffer, Uxbridge, Coburg, Peterborough, Barrie, Georgia, Beverly, Zolala, Collingwood, Midland. It's going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to the next tower, which is. Let's go to the next tower, which is 2 p.m. There is something. So Scarborough, Stoffel, Toronto, Whitney Market, Olala, Betty, Georgia, Beverly, Collingwood, Mainland, Coburg, Peterborough, Niagara Falls, City, Hamilton, Oracle's going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. So let's go to 2:45 p.m. There is something. So Swartz, Scarborough, Stoffel, Coburg, Peterborough, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Perry, Babylon, Georgia, Lala. Midland is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rain, including Basanak on the lake and Ag Falls, the whole thing. So let's go to the next tower, which is. Let's go to the next tower, which is 8 p.m. There is something. So Niagara Lake, much Niagara on most of Niagara Falls, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Coburg, Peterborough, Fabulous Georgia, Lala is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to the next tower, which is 11 p.m. There is something. So Niagara Lake, parts of Niagara Falls, Hamilton, Oco, Sissaga, those is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to the next tower, which is 8 a.m. This is not it goes. 11 a.m. This is not it goes. 2 p.m. There is something. Belleville is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to the next tower. 5 p.m. There is something. Line said OB Collingwood is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Including Belleville. Let's go to next hour, but it's 8 p.m. There is something like said, OB White Temple, Elgin, Hanover, Collingwood, Palm Beach, Thunder Beach. It's going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to next hour, which is 11 p.m. There is something. Line said, OB White Temple, Elgin, Hanover, Collingwood, Palm Beach, Thunder Beach. It's going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to next hour. which is 8 a.m. There is something. So, Port in Hanover, Collingwood, Betty, Babylon, Zalala, Palm Beach, gonna get some Mooks, was gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 11 p.m. There is something. Betty, Babylon, Georgia, Alala, Peterborough, Coburg, Belleville, it's going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Ooks is going to get some 2.4 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to next hour, which is 2 p.m. There is something. Puebla, Georgia, Berry, Peterborough, Coburg, Belleville. Ooks is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 5 p.m. There is something. So, Uxbridge, Peterborough, Babbles, gonna get Babbles is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to next tower, which is 114 towers. There is something. Uxbridge, Peterborough is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall, including Babbles. Let's go to 117 towers. There is nothing else. So let's look at total precipitation. Don't need total snowfall freezing. So let's start from 8 p.m. So what's 9 millimeters? Line says 9 millimeters. Port Elgin 9 millimeters. Hanover is 9 millimeters. Collingwood 9 millimeters. Palm Beach 14 millimeters. Solway 14 millimeters. Dutton Beach 13 millimeters. Midlands 14 millimeters. Solala 15 millimeters. 14. 15 millimeters. Georgia 14 millimeters. Weblands is going to get some 11 millimeters of rainfall. So, Perry's going to get some 10 millimeters, 9 millimeters everywhere in Niagara Falls. Niagara Lake 60 millimeters. Niagara Falls City is 30 millimeters. Hamilton Oakles is 60 millimeters. Brampton 13 millimeters. Mississauga 13 millimeters. Toronto 15 millimeters. Scarborough 40.5 millimeters. Tofu 14 millimeters. Newmarket 11 millimeters. Orangeville 9 millimeters, Hooks 15 millimeters, Sasha 18 millimeters, Speedwell 23 millimeters, Coburg 15 millimeters, Belleville 17 millimeters. So let's go to the next tower, which is 8 p.m. There is something. So Warrington 3 millimeters, line said OB 3 millimeters, Port in Hanover 3 millimeters, Collingwood 4 millimeters, line said Port in Hanover 2 millimeters. So Palm Beach, Thunder Beach is going to celebrate 2 millimeters inland, 3 millimeters, Alala 3 millimeters, Georgia 3 millimeters, Babylon 3 millimeters, Ready 2 millimeters. Everywhere now was 1.5 millimeters, Hamilton locals 0.9 millimeters, Mississauga 8 millimeters, 0.8 millimeters in Brampton, Orange. Toronto is going to be 0.9 millimeters, which is 1 millimeters, Newmark 1 millimeters, Scarborough, the heaviest is going to be 0.9 millimeters, light 0.6 millimeters. So Newmarket 2 millimeters, Orange 1 millimeters, Uxbridge 2 millimeters, Asha 0.7 millimeters, Vidora 3 millimeters, Coburg 1 millimeters, Belleville is going to be 0.2 millimeters of rainfall, 0.3. So let's go to next tower, which is there is to be something 8 p.m. May the 15th. There is something. Line said it'll be 1 millimeters, Watertown 1 millimeters, Forest 1 millimeters, Hanover is going to be 1 millimeters. Hamilton 0.3, Oakville 0.3, Oakville again is going to be 0.9 millimeters, when Mississauga is 0.6 millimeters. That's the heaviest light is 0.3 or 0.5 millimeters. Belleville 0.7 millimeters. So let's go to next tower, which is 114 hours, which is 8 p.m. May 16. So Collingwood 0.8 millimeters, Bombay 0.6 millimeters. Thunder Beach gonna get some 0.5 millimeters of rainfall, 4 millimeters. 0.4 millimeters in Thunder Beach. Midland's going to get some 0.8 millimeters. Salala is going to get some 1 millimeters. Georgia is going to get some 0.6 millimeters. Ready is 2 millimeters. Beverly is 2 millimeters. Uxbridge 1 millimeter. Sasha 1 millimeter. Speedwell 1 millimeter. Coburg 1 millimeter. Belleville 1 millimeters. So Port is going to get some 0.6 millimeters. Hanover is going to get some 1 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to next tower, which is there is no next tower. Let's look at air temperature patterns. So refresh, so it's easier to update. 3 p.m. So Washington 13 degrees, Western 10 degrees, Hanover 11 degrees, Collingwood 13 degrees, Palm Beach 12 degrees, Sotheby 11 degrees, Thunder Beach 10 degrees, everywhere Niagara Falls 12.5 degrees, Niagara on the Lake 11 degrees, Niagara Falls City 14 degrees, Hamilton, Oakland, 11, 7 degrees, Oakland, 7 degrees, Mississauga, 10 degrees, Brampton, 13 degrees, Tofu, 12 degrees, Scarborough, 11 degrees, Dartmouth, 10 degrees, Newmarket, 12 degrees, Hooksville, 11 degrees, Satchel, 10 degrees, Peterborough, 11 degrees, Coburg, 8 degrees, Melbourne, 11 degrees, Sardinia, 11 degrees, 12 degrees, Patty's gonna get some this is gonna be 12.5 degrees, Beverly Ice is 12.5 degrees, 12 degrees, 11 degrees, Midland's gonna get some 13 degrees, so line side over is gonna be 10 degrees. So let's go to next tower, which is 7 a.m. There is something. So White 9 degrees, Worlds in 8 degrees, Hanover 8.5 degrees, line side over is gonna get some 7 degrees. Collingwood 7 degrees, Bombay 7 degrees, Sunnybury 7 degrees, Salaby 7 degrees, Midlands gonna get some 7 degrees. So everywhere in Anchorage number 5 degrees, Hamilton Oakland 11 degrees, Sissaga 9 degrees, Brampton 9 degrees, Toronto 8 degrees, Scarborough 7 degrees, Dover 6 degrees, Newmarket 6 degrees, Orangeville 7 degrees, Hooksville 6 degrees, Oshawa 6 degrees, Peterborough 7 degrees, Goldberg 6 degrees, Belleville 8 degrees, Georginia 9 degrees, Ready 7 degrees, Webler 7 degrees. Oh la la, 7 degrees. So let's go to the next tower, which is 3 p.m. There is something. Oh, wrong button. So 7 degrees in Whitehall, line said Obey 7 degrees. Port Royal 6 degrees, Hanover 7 degrees, Collingwood 10 degrees, Palm Beach 10 degrees, 11 degrees, Solomon 10 degrees, Thunder Beach 11 degrees, everywhere in Aaron plus 5 degrees, Hamilton, Oakland 13 degrees, Oakland 13 degrees, Sissaga is going to be 15 degrees, Brampton 16 degrees, Tofu 16 degrees, Scarborough 15.5, 16 degrees, Toronto 16 degrees, Newmarket 15 degrees, Orangeville 15 degrees, Hooksville 14 degrees, Oshawa 15 degrees, Peterborough 16 degrees, Coburg at 10 degrees, Belleville 16 degrees, Georginia 14 degrees, 13 degrees. Fabulous is 14 degrees, Betty's gonna get some 13 degrees, Salala's gonna get some 13 degrees, so let's go to next tower. It says Milan's gonna be 11 degrees, so let's go to next tower, which is Hollywood Milan actually, so let's go to next tower, which is 7 a.m. There is something. Watson 6 degrees, line said Obe 5 degrees, Royalton 6 degrees, Hanover 6 degrees, Collingwood 5 degrees, Palm Beach 7 degrees, Solomon 7 degrees, Midland 7 degrees, Thunder Beach 6 degrees, 5 degrees, 6 degrees, Palm Beach 7 degrees, Sardinia 6 degrees, so 8 degrees. Beverly Hills is gonna get some 7 degrees. So let's go to Berry, 6 degrees. Everywhere now for 6.7.5 degrees. Hamilton local to 8 degrees. Mississauga 8 degrees. Brampton 8 degrees. Toffel 8 degrees. Scarborough 8 degrees. Downtown to 8 degrees. Newmarket 6 degrees. Orangeville 6 degrees. Hooksville 7 degrees. Oshawa 7 degrees. Peterborough 7 degrees. Coburg 6 degrees. Bravo 7 degrees. So let's go to the next tower, which is 3 p.m. There is something. White 13 degrees, sunset over 11 degrees. Boylston 12 degrees, 11 degrees. Hanover 13 degrees, 11, 12 degrees. Collingwood 7 degrees. Palm Beach 7 degrees. So 8 degrees. So it's gonna be like 10 degrees actually. Thunder Beach gonna be 8 degrees. No, 9 degrees. Solid Bay 11 degrees. Inland's gonna get some 10 degrees, Georgia 10 degrees, Webster 10 degrees, Ready 9 degrees, 10 degrees, and all of that. So everywhere in Anchorage 10 degrees, Hamilton, Oakville 10 degrees, Brampton 11 degrees, Mississauga 10 degrees, Toronto 10 degrees, Scarborough 10 degrees, Toffel 10 degrees, Newmarket, Owensville 10 degrees, Uxbridge 10 degrees, Oshawa 11 degrees, Peterborough 10 degrees, Goldberg 7 degrees, Belleville 11 degrees. So let's go to the next tower, which is let's go to the next tower, which is 7 a.m. There is something. So, Wharton 6 degrees, Royalton 7 degrees, Hanover 7 degrees, Line said Obe's gonna get some 7 degrees, 6 degrees. So, Bombay's gonna get some 7 degrees. So, Thunderbee's gonna get some 6 degrees. So, Solabay 8 degrees, Midland 7 degrees. Olala 6 degrees, Ready 6 degrees, Georginia 8 degrees, so 8 degrees. Fabulous is gonna get some 6 degrees. Everywhere now plus 8 degrees, Hamilton, Oakland 8 degrees, Mississauga 8 degrees, Brampton and Stowe 8 degrees, Tofu 7 degrees, Scarborough 8, 7, 8 degrees down the 8 degrees New Market, going to 6 degrees, 6 degrees, 8 degrees Weedwell, 7 degrees Goldberg, 8 degrees Marble, 10 degrees. So let's go to the next tower, which is 3 p.m. There is something. Line says it's gonna get some 11 degrees. Hope it's gonna be 12 degrees. Boylston 12 degrees. Hanover is gonna get some 14.5. Washington for 16 degrees. Collingwood 15 degrees. Bombay 15 degrees. Solomon 14 degrees. Thunder Bay is gonna get some 11 degrees. Everywhere in Ankwell 16 degrees. Hamilton Oakles 16 degrees. Sissaga 13 degrees. Oakles 13 degrees. So Brampton is 11, 17 degrees. So over 16 degrees. Scarborough, it's gonna get some 15 degrees. So 14 degrees. Down to 13 degrees. It's done. So Newmarket also 13 degrees, 18 degrees, Hooksville 7 degrees, 17 degrees, Hausa 13 degrees, Peterborough 16 degrees, Coburg for 10 degrees, Malvern 15 degrees, Georgia is gonna get some 15 degrees, Babylon is gonna get some 18 degrees, so 17 degrees, Mary's gonna get some 18 degrees, so Alala's gonna get some 17 degrees, so let's go to Midland, it is gonna get some 17 degrees, so let's go to next tower, which is 7 a.m., 8 a.m. There is something. Whiteton 13 degrees, Lineshead, Orbis 13, 11 degrees. Collingwood 14 degrees, Barnby's 13 degrees, Salabay 13, 12 degrees, 11 degrees. 11 degrees, 12 degrees in Salabay, 10 degrees, going to get some 11 degrees, 10 degrees. So let's go. Everywhere now from 14 degrees, Hamilton, Oakville 13 degrees, Mississauga 13 degrees, Brampton 14 degrees, Tofu 14 degrees, Scarborough 14 degrees, Tata 13 degrees, Newmarket, Onshaw 14 degrees, Uxbridge 13 degrees, Oshawa 11 degrees, Meadwell 12 degrees, Coburg 10 degrees, Bravo 12 degrees, Georgia 14 degrees, Bablas is 13 degrees, Betty 40 degrees, on the lot 30 degrees. So let's go to the next tower, which is let's go to the next tower. Port Elton 11 degrees. Hanover is gonna get some 13 degrees. So let's go to the next tower, which is 2 p.m. There is something. Wharton 17 degrees. Port Elton 13 degrees. Hanover 15 degrees. Line says gonna get some 13 degrees, 15 degrees. Hoopsy, 15 degrees, so Collingwood 19 degrees, Bombay 16 degrees, Solid Bay is 16, 12 degrees, so 16 degrees mostly. So Thunderbee is gonna get some 11 degrees, so everywhere Nagpal's 20 degrees, Hamilton, Oakville 19 degrees, Oakville getting 19 degrees, Saga 19 degrees, Branson 24 degrees, Tofu 24 degrees, Cabro 22 degrees, Newmarket also 23 degrees, Uxbridge 23 degrees, Sasha 27. 17 degrees, Peterborough, 20 degrees, Coburg, 13 degrees, Valville, 18 degrees, Georginia's gonna get some 20 degrees, Betty's gonna get some 23 degrees, Alala's gonna get some 20 degrees, Bablas is gonna get some 24 degrees. So this is the end of the video. This one city off, which is Bablas. So this is the end of the video. So